Here I am. Hello. How are you all this morning? We are going to be talking about how crochet designers make money. And particularly, a lot of times we think a crochet designer designs a pattern, puts it up on Ravelry, makes all the money, right? But that's not really how it works. So we're going to talk about how it actually works to make a sustainable predictable monthly income from crochet designing. So I'm so glad that you're here, and we're going to get rolling and talk about how to create multiple streams of income from one crochet pattern. So here we go. Actually, before we get started, let me just say thank you to Hooked by Katie for being here, and she's going to be our moderator today. Let us know in the chat, are you a crochet designer now, or are you hoping to become a crochet designer? And then before I forget, we're having a giveaway. So Katie, if you could remind folks periodically throughout this session that we're having a giveaway at the end of my course called My First Crochet Design, or My First Pattern, and it walks you through the process of designing your first simple crochet pattern. So, basically we're going to walk through how to create a rectangle crochet pattern. So that could be a washcloth, it could be a scarf, it could be an afghan, a blanket, it could be whatever you want it to be, but we're just kind of talking about how to design it, figure out gauge, figure out your multiples, figure out how to write the pattern, get it tested, get it tech edited, and get it published. So if you're thinking about becoming a designer, or if you're a designer and you're not sure if you have all those foundational pieces all set, stick around to the end, because one of our people in the chat is going to win access to that course. So, all right. Now let's get started. When you design a crochet pattern, yes, you could just take the pattern, upload it to your one e-commerce platform, whether you pick Ravelry or Etsy, and then just hope it sells and you make some money. Or you could have a definitive strategy that ensures that you're going to make a sustainable, higher income from that pattern by using multiple income streams. So if you choose to do that, and I hope that you do, this is kind of some ways that you can do that. And I'm not saying you have to do all of them, but these are multiple ways that you could monetize a single crochet pattern design to make more income. So the first thing is, before you even put it on your own website, or you even put it on an e-commerce site, you could have that pattern published in a magazine. So you could reach out to different designer calls and things like that and have your pattern published in a crochet magazine. I'm just going to tip that for an income, right? So, they might pay $50, they might pay $250, depending on the complexity of your design. But you could make that money right up front before you even publish your design anywhere else. And so typically, if you do this with a crochet magazine, you will do a limited time copyright. So they will have the copyright, and they can publish your design, and you won't publish your design for 3 to 6 months, or maybe even a year. So keep that in mind. You're going to get that money up front, but you're also going to not be able to publish it for a certain amount of time. And once that time is up, then you would go and list your pattern on your e-commerce sites, your e-commerce platforms. So if you're one of those people, and I know there are many of them that say, I'm only going to sell on Ravelry because that's where all the buyers are, or I'm only going to sell on Etsy because that's where all the buyers are, I want you to consider moving to multiple e-commerce platforms, particularly both Ravelry and Etsy, because those two e-commerce platforms have totally different users. So there are particular users that will only go buy their patterns on Ravelry, and there are other people who don't even know Ravelry exists, and they always go buy their patterns on Etsy. So if you put your patterns in both places, you have a higher chance of having more sales. And, you know, different designers have different success with each of those platforms. Some people sell the majority of their patterns on Ravelry and not so many on Etsy. And for others, it's the other way around. For me, I sell most of my patterns on Etsy, and then Ravelry is about a third of my pattern sales. So it just depends on what you're making and what your target audience is. So you've published your design in a magazine. You've made $200 from that. You've published your pattern on multiple e-commerce platforms, and you're making money from that. Then you could take that same pattern and list it as an ebook on Amazon. So now you're reaching a totally different market and a much wider market. You know, Amazon is the largest e-commerce platform there is, and you can list your pattern there. And so now you have 3 sources of income or more from that same pattern. Next, you're going to list your pattern on your own website, or preferably, my preference is your own blog. So you could, your blog may have a shop on it that's a WooCommerce shop, or you might have a Shopify shop with a blog, or a Squarespace shop with a blog. Whatever it is, post your pattern on your blog, and you can sell right from there, and you can drive traffic directly to your blog. The nice thing about that is that you don't have those extra fees that you might have from selling on Etsy in particular. So you could totally just drive all your traffic to your own website via a blog post and via your own social media and whatever else marketing. Then you monetize your blog with advertising. You're driving traffic now to your crochet pattern post with Pinterest, social media, all of those things. And then when your blog is monetized, you're making money not only from the pattern sales, but you're making money from the advertising from the ad network that's on your blog. Some people don't want to do that. Some people do want to do that. It's totally up to you how you want to run your business. Just as a quick aside, my kind of recommended ad networks are Monumetric. I think they have a 10,000 sessions or 10,000 page views per month threshold. Ezoic, they don't have a threshold. You just have to have your blog up and running and then connect with Ezoic and see if you can get ads on your site. And then once you get rolling and you get up to 50,000 sessions per 30 days, then you can apply to Mediavine, which is what I use, and it's my favorite. Also, a little higher than that would be AdThrive, which is 100,000 page views or 100,000 sessions for 30 days. I chose not to go with AdThrive because I have friends that had AdThrive and moved to Mediavine and are making more money. So I'm just kind of staying with Mediavine. It's what I have on my site. But those are kind of the ones that I recommend. A lot of people start monetizing their blog with Google AdSense. However, it is not the most profitable way to have ads on your site. So I really recommend these other places. You do need Google AdSense at some point down the road if you're going to monetize YouTube. But you don't have to have it on your blog. It's actually part of all those other ad networks. So next, monetize your blog with affiliate links. All right, you posted your pattern. You can say, you don't have to give away the pattern for free if you don't want to. Of course, that is a strategy a lot of people use to drive more traffic, is give the pattern away for free and then have some upgrades on the pattern of additional sizing or additional embellishments or things like that that you would sell for the pattern upgrade for your paid pattern and give away the free pattern on your blog to drive traffic. You can certainly do that. But either way that you do it, even just listing the materials as you introduce this pattern, you list the materials and you use affiliate links to monetize that blog post. So you've got ads, you've got your pattern sales, you've got perhaps publishing it in a magazine, you've got an ebook on Amazon. Wow, you got a lot done. And then you have your affiliate links going either through You could use a share sale, depending on where your yarn company, the yarn that you've used for your pattern, you just use whatever affiliate network that yarn company is on. Okay, I know this is a lot. We're about halfway done through this list. But before we go much further, I just want to say, be sure to hit the subscribe button and be sure to click on that notification bell so that you can continue to get information about crochet, starting and monetizing and growing a crochet business from Crochetpreneur. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be putting out even more videos each week. So if you click subscribe, you'll be notified every time I put out a video, not just the live streaming videos, but pre-recorded videos as well. So thanks for subscribing. You guys are awesome. Okay, next. So the next way to monetize your crochet pattern is to create a video tutorial for your monetized YouTube channel. Of course, you can't just start a monetized YouTube channel. You have to grow it. But the more content you put out on YouTube, the more views you'll get. The more views you get, the better chance you have of monetizing. What you need to do is have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours per 365 days. So once you get 4,000 watch hours, you can monetize your YouTube channel, and all of those videos that you're making will start to make you money with your Google AdSense account. So in addition to your blog and all of those other things that we already talked about, a video could start giving you income as well from that same exact pattern. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to reveal your entire pattern in your video. If it's a paid pattern and you don't want to just give it away on YouTube, you could simply do a stitch tutorial, which is the stitch that you use in that pattern. So you don't have to give away the whole pattern. Next is to use that pattern in a monetized crochet along. So advertise a crochet along, invite people to join you in a process that takes a week for a smaller pattern or a month for a larger pattern. I know some people are doing a year-long crochet along where each month they're making a square for an Afghan or something like that. But when you have a crochet along and you host the crochet along for your pattern, you can then charge for the pattern as part of entering into your crochet along. If you don't want to charge for the pattern, but you're in more of a building phase where you're just trying to get people onto your list, you can certainly use that pattern in a free crochet along by having people sign up for your email list. So it depends on where you are in your business and what your goals are with that pattern, whether you want to monetize the crochet along or you just want to grow your list with the crochet along. In the end though, either way that you do it, it will make you more money, more profits. So crochet alongs. Next, add it to a subscription box for a fee. There are a lot of subscription boxes out there that are sending a pattern, a hook, the yarn, all of that to different people. You could start your own subscription box, or you can connect with someone who's doing a subscription box and see if they'll pay you a small fee to use your pattern in their subscription box. So it's another way that you can make money from that one design that you've made. You could allow a yarn company or another company like Annie's Kits I've had a couple of patterns with them previously where they just host your pattern on their site and they sell it, and then at the end of the quarter they'll send you a check in royalty payments. So if you want to, you're still hosting the pattern on your own e-commerce site, on your own website, on Amazon, and then this other company is hosting it as well and they're selling it. Yarn company might be doing that, or a craft company might be doing that and then sending you profits as well, and you're not doing anything. It's all just passive income. Next is include the design as part of your membership or your Patreon. So if you want to sign up for Patreon and have people give you donations and in return they get a monthly pattern from you, you could do that as a way of monetizing the pattern. Or you could have a pattern club, basically, or a membership for people who pay a certain amount every month, $5, $10, depending on what you're offering them. and they get the pattern for free. So it's kind of a guaranteed sale. When you set up a membership, you have that guaranteed income every month, and they get the pattern. So they'll get it automatically, and then you can still list it elsewhere, unless you want your membership to be kind of an exclusive club where you don't sell the pattern elsewhere. So that's totally up to you and how you want to run your business. And then finally, use the pattern as part of a course. So you could create a course, kind of like a Crochet Along, that either you're working on different stitches and you can use this pattern as part of those demonstrations, or you're teaching, for example, dive into fall decor, and every week you have a different video offering a different design, and you could use that pattern as part of that. Just be creative. So these are what I came up with. I'm sure there are others. If you can think of anything else, any other ways to monetize a single pattern that you create for your business, of course you could add it to a bundle. That would take a bunch of your patterns and add it to a bundle and sell it as a bundle. Go ahead and leave in the comments what ideas that you have, and I'll come pop over there. And also, before I come answer some questions, be sure to click like on this video so that more people are notified that we are having Monday Morning Crochet Business Chat and that they should come join us. So click the like button, and I'm going to come over and see what everyone has to say. So I'm just going to scroll up. It'll just be a moment. Scrolling up. Good morning, good morning. Hi, everyone. So happy to see you. Hello, France. Bonjour. Let's see. Hello, Massachusetts. Designer, Ami designer. Someone tuning in from Long Island, hoping to become a crochet designer. Awesome. Working towards it. Now a crochet designer. Now a crochet designer. Blanche is now a crochet designer. If you are starting to design, own your status as a designer. Christina's going to launch her Etsy shop. Alicia says she's never thought she wanted to be a designer, but it's really calling to her lately. That's fun. So think about all the possibilities for you. I love crochet businesses. I love the whole, everything behind that. But the opportunities that come when you shift into designing are just huge, and especially the opportunities for passive income, which I just love. I mean, there's nothing more exciting than you're not even working and your phone is cha-chinging, and you don't have to do anything to fulfill that order. They just bought something, they're going to download it, and they're going to make something, and you don't have to do anything. There's no shipping, there's no making, all of that. So let's see, hoping 2 patterns. Yay. Okay. Let me see if we have any questions. I'll answer them before we head off. I want to let you know too, before I run, that if you look down in the description below, I have a link to a resource that was created by Michelle Ferguson of Two Brothers Blankets for the Crochet Business Summit, but it definitely relates to this talk that we're doing today. So if you want to get a hold of that resource, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's a master list of ways that crocheters can add a variety of income streams to their business, and it has links to all the different things. So you can get that by simply, when you click on it, it's going to ask for, sorry, we have flies. I think it's going to ask for your username and password. And when you do that, then you're going to subscribe to my email list and Michelle's. But just know that. But you'll get this great resource as well. So it's down below in the description on the YouTube video. If you're on Facebook, pop over to YouTube at youtube.com/madewithatwist, and then click on today's video and you'll find it there. That's a lot of talking. Do I do Ribbler? I don't do Ribbler myself, only because I don't have time to be putting it on a bunch of different platforms, but I've heard good things about them. So Ribbler and Lovecrafts are additional e-commerce platforms that you might want to use for your crochet business. So check those out as well. Question I want to put in here, let me pop this up. want to put are there open source stitch guides that you can use in your published patterns? I've seen the same guides in different patterns that I've purchased. You know, I don't know. Are you talking about like abbreviations or how to do the stitches? Craft Yarn Council has some information. You go to Craft Yarn Council and see what their resources they have, but I don't know of any place where you can just take the description on how to do the crochet pattern or the crochet stitches. I'm not sure. So if anybody knows, you can add that down below. What is the smallest size pattern for an ebook? You could do any size because it's just a pattern. So whatever pattern you want to create, just turn it into an ebook. So create a nice cover. You can do this very easily on Canva. Create a cover page, have your pattern, put your copyright notification on it. Oh my gosh, these flies. Put your copyright on it and just turn it into an ebook and sell it on Amazon as a book. I have to try to sell my most popular pattern on Amazon. Okay. Is a blog essential to be successful? No. There are successful crochet designers who do not have blogs. If you don't want to, make money from ads, if you don't want to do affiliate marketing, you could do affiliate marketing with your email list if you want to do that. I just like a blog because it gives you so many more opportunities. And if you're going to be working with different brands and those kinds of things, they're kind of going to expect you to have a blog. You drive much more traffic. I mean, if I just look at my ad revenues from September to December, and it comes out into the multiple thousands of dollars, why not? Like this is just passive revenue that's coming in because I have a blog. All I have to do is write a couple, I take the pattern, put it on the blog, market it on Pinterest, done, and the ad revenue rolls in. So for me, it's worth it. If it's complicated, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But figure out how you're going to market everything without that blog. Definitely, I think you need to have a website though. And a website could just be a front page that says, shop here, and it goes to your e-commerce shop. It tells a little bit about who you are, but it doesn't have to be complex if you don't want it to be. Love crafts and makerist for European customers. That's good to know. What is the name of the one with 10,000 sessions? I found Ezoic use a technique I don't want to do using their name servers, so that's out of the question for me. So the one with 10,000 was a Monumetric, so you can check that one out. Can you list the ad sites in the comments or something so we can remember which ones were shared? Sure, and I'll put it in the description as well. So it's Monumetric, Ezoic, Mediavine, and AdThrive. But yeah, Katie, if you want to add that in the comments, would you do that? I wonder if you can sell a single patterns on Amazon or if they should be an ebook. I suppose the book would have more appeal. Yeah, but an ebook is just a book. It could be a booklet, right? So this is an e-booklet that I'm talking about. But definitely if you want to combine some patterns into a bundle and create an ebook of a bundle of patterns, that might be more desirable to your customers. So give that a try as well. It's all about giving it a try, testing it, see how it's working for you, and then deciding if you want to continue with that or not. So, and again, everyone's business is going to be different because everyone's target audience is different, everyone's style is different, all of that. So, do you have a lesson on creating a YouTube video? I am not an expert at YouTube, so I do not have a video on creating a YouTube video. However, I think there's some out there. If anybody knows of one, go ahead and add it in the comments. it doesn't have to be specific to crochet or anything, but I know there are some out there of like how I video my crochet tutorials. I know there are videos out there, so you might be able to find one. Let's see. Yes, a printable PDF. You guys are talking about a course. Oh yeah, stick around to the very end for drawing for the course, My First Design, How to Write a Crochet Pattern. And yes, it's already part of CBA. If you're a CBA member, you already have access to that. It'll be right in your dashboard. So go to your dashboard or your CBA home tab, and you'll be able to find it there. But those of you who are thinking about designing, who aren't part of the Crochetpreneur Business Academy, go ahead and stay. We're almost done, and I'm going to pick a random winner. So let's see. Amazon has a minimum number of pages for paperback. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for that. Okay, what I want for you to do right now, and Gail, let me just, how do I make that go off? I have to find out where I clicked on it. All right, I'm just going to click on another one so that, there we go. And let me turn this off. Sorry, guys. I'm just a little bit disorganized today. You can see my eyes are so red. I think there's something in the air that's, that is being wonky today. Okay. Best resource to copyright your pattern is a, I need to write a blog post on this. So your pattern is automatically copyrighted as soon as you write it. Just like any works of art are copyrighted as soon as you write it. As soon as you put it onto paper, it's copyrighted. However, you can send it in to the government, and I don't do this, so I don't have specifics on this, but I will ask my lawyer all about that so I can write you a blog post. But you can send it in and have it like actually registered as a copyrighted item for even further protections. So where do we find testers for our patterns, and what is a customary form of payment we provide? Usually testers are not paid, and you can find them either by asking people who follow you on social media or asking into one of the pattern tester sites on Facebook. There are several. Just type in crochet pattern tester on Facebook and see what you come up with. Okay, so now we're going to pick a winner for the My First Pattern, how to write and launch your first crochet pattern design. If you would like to be considered, I want you to comment either on Facebook or YouTube, because I can see them both here on my streaming software. Type in me. So just type me if you're not in Crochetpreneur Business Academy and you want to become a crochet designer and get access to my free course. So I hope some people say me, because otherwise that's going to be embarrassing. So, oh yay, here they go. So I'm going to give you like 30 seconds to type in me, and what I'm going to do is just scroll through all the names and just pick one at random. So I'm not even going to look, I'm just going to pick one, and that is going to be our winner. So just another couple of seconds and then we'll get it done. All right. Now I'm going to go. So people, I know people are going to write, people watching the replay are going to say, am I still eligible to win? And no, it's only for people who are at the live stream. I'm sorry, but you know, I'm only watching the live stream right now. So, and I'm going to pick a winner. So it's only people who are here right now that can win. So I'm going to. Becky Nation is our winner, picked at random from our group of people. So Becky, send me a direct message either on here on YouTube. You could just make a comment, or you could go to Facebook and send a DM, or go to Instagram and send a DM. The Crochetpreneur is my handle, and let me know your email address. So I'll set you up with a free account and you can get access to that course today. All right. So that's our Monday morning crochet business chat for today. Again, resources are below. I'll add the ad networks down there. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll come back periodically and answer those for you. Same as on Facebook, I'll do the same. And I think that's it. I am going to go out. I have so many things to do today. And I promised our construction workers that I'm going to make them a cookout. So I'm going to go cook for the guys working on our house. And thank you guys for coming today. Thanks for hanging out. Again, be sure to click like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to click the little bell if you're here on YouTube. If you're over on Facebook, come over on YouTube, subscribe. And that's it. All right, I'm going to let you go. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next Monday, if not before that. All right, take care. Bye.